In this video, we are going to check out a hidden gem. It's a relaxed city and definitely one you want to check out if you're moving to Texas. Keller, Texas. I love this town, Keller, Texas. In fact, all of the people who live here in Keller, just about all of them, say they love Keller. And there's a good reason. They have great schools, there are many parks. It's just a lovely, lovely atmosphere. Hello, my name is Dana Pollard and I'm a real estate agent in Texas, and I'm on the hunt to discover the best cities and neighborhoods to live in Texas. So we do sell out of Dallas-Fort Worth area, but I do have referral partners in Houston, Austin, and San Antonio with the same values as our team. So please fill out the Dream Home Questionnaire in the link below if you are looking at buying a home in Texas. We are so happy to help, and thank you because it helps support this channel. Also, if you're looking at selling a home in Texas, fill out my Sell My Home Questionnaire in the link below to schedule an appointment. Thanks so much. Early Texas pioneers settled in Keller, Texas in the 1850s, and now it has 47,000 residents, which I love the number 47,000. I mean, approximate, right? But I love it because it's not too big like Plano, right? And it's not too small where you don't have enough amenities. So Keller people love Keller. Keller, Texas is just 30 minutes from downtown Fort Worth and only 20 minutes away from the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. Keller brags about having the big city comforts and a small city charm, and I really can't agree more. It has both Old Town Keller as well as the New Town Keller. I love Old Town Keller. There's some great restaurants here, a winery, and while it is still, it's not like this super Old Town Square, right? But it is really cute. It is charming. There are some great restaurants, and there is a phase 2 coming soon, which will make it even a more attractive place for you to have a date night, hang out with your family. So Keller has plans on becoming better. And they are working on making it more pedestrian friendly. And in the Keller Town Center, which is the newer part of Keller, there's some cute little shops, again, restaurants, and it's beautiful, beautiful in this area. Super cute. We're at Summer Moon Cafe, and there's several here in Texas. It is a chain, but they originated in Austin, and there's probably 5 or 6 here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. But I love Summer Moon here in Keller because it's one of those spots that you run into your friends quite frequently. And of course, well, normally I have coffee, but I'm coffeeed out, so I got some really good tea. And also nearby is one of my favorite movie theaters. It's a movie tavern, so you can eat and watch a movie at the same time. But I love it because it's small, yet it's newer, and so it's very clean. Keller also has plenty of grocery stores, including natural grocers. And there's a Sprouts nearby, and so if you like the natural organic shopping, Keller has options for you. So overall, Keller is a wonderful place to live, and a couple of videos are up and coming, the best neighborhoods as well as the best luxury neighborhoods in Keller. And I've been in Keller a long time, guys. I've lived in Keller for, I want to say 18 years. We moved away and we were thinking about moving back, especially after going through all of the neighborhoods in Keller. My goodness, guys, there's so many great neighborhoods in Keller. It actually reminded me of Frisco. Not because Keller and Frisco are really comparable at all. They're not. However, when you're driving through Frisco, you're like, oh my gosh, there's just a sea of beautiful, wonderful neighborhoods. And that's how I felt about Keller. like, as you're driving through Keller, there's just a sea of so many great choices. But do watch and get your little bell notifications, because the next 2 videos are going to highlight the best neighborhoods as well as the best luxury neighborhoods in Keller. I feel like Keller gets a little overlooked because it doesn't have this big name like Frisco, but it does have a great reputation, okay? And it definitely gets overlooked in the luxury market. They have great schools and the neighborhoods are wonderful. You actually get a lot of value in a luxury home in Keller versus, say, Frisco, Plano, or even Southlake. And while we're talking about Southlake, many people who live in Keller go to Southlake Town Square for shopping, for meeting friends, for dining, hanging out. And so it's a popular location and it's just right next door. And so do consider that when you're looking at shopping opportunities, that Southlake is a hot place to shop when you live in Keller. All right, so one of my favorite parks in the Dallas-Fort Worth area is Bear Creek Park. And it's one of my favorites because I took my kids all while they're growing up. I still go to Bear Creek Park because there are not large, but long trails that you can ride bike, you can jog, you can even take a horse along this trail at Bear Creek Park. It's a great place for kids because you can take them fishing at the creek. You get to walk over some bridges. There are turtles and ducks, and there's playgrounds and volleyball courts. There are soccer fields, and so there are many things to do at Bear Creek Park, and the trees are just lovely. And so that's one of my favorite things. And then Hidden Lakes neighborhood, will highlight that in a few minutes, but it borders the Bear Creek Park. Keller has 11 parks and over 26 miles of hiking and biking trails. In fact, on some of these trails, you can take your horse. Now, we are at Bear Creek Park, which is one of my very favorite parks in Dallas-Fort Worth because of the trails and the creek, the turtles, and the great playgrounds that kids can go play on. Another thing we love about Texas is many of these cities have recreation centers, and Keller has Keller Point. So let me share a little bit about Keller Point. So besides the amazing facilities at Keller Point, there are plenty of things to do outside. I'm here with Jessica Spahn at the Keller Point, and she is the marketing director here. So I wanted to introduce you. Tell me a little bit about the Keller Point.
Well, the Keller Point, I just found out about when I got hired here, and it is an amazing, it's like the nucleus of the community. I didn't realize how special this place is. As I talk to people in Keller, they're always like, the Keller Point, the Keller Point. They've got memories from here. We've been here 18 years now.
Okay.
So people have grown up with this place.
Okay, so what are some of the activities here?
So we have summer camps. We have an amazing water park outside. People love to spend the summer out here with the water. We have events that we do. We just did an electric egg hunt, so we do these fun events for families, really just connecting the community.
Okay, and we have basketball behind us.
Clearly.
Okay, so tell me what makes Keller Point special when it comes to community building?
Well, a lot of people like to come out here in groups. And right here, there's the community. We love to share it together. People come out in teams. In the morning, there's this specific group of people that come. They work out together. We have a little coffee section downstairs. They like sit and sip their coffee and chit chat and connect.
Okay.
It's a good place to hang out too, you know.
Okay, let's talking about Keller. What's your favorite thing about Keller?
The people. People are so nice here.
Yeah.
So we just launched a podcast. It'll be ongoing. It's called Get to the Point.
Get to the Point.
We had the mayor on for our first guest. He's so fun. I learned a lot about him. Because again, I haven't really done a lot in Keller until recently joining this place. So yeah, you can find that on YouTube. Get to the Point.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much,
Oh,
Jessica.
wait, hold the phone. We got to end the show and say, what are you waiting for? Get to the point.
So I am here with Sarah at the Keller Point here in Keller, Texas, and I just wanted to ask her a few questions because she is a Keller resident and she loves to attend the Keller Point. So tell us first, you just moved from Plano to Keller. Tell us a little bit why.
Yes, so we found our dream house out here in Keller, And my husband's family is from Keller, and so what a great reputation. We're so excited to raise our kids here. And of course, I made a beeline for the Keller Point.
Yes.
We wanted to make new friends. We were new in town, and so I had heard so much about the Keller Point, and here we are.
Yeah, well, tell me what your favorite thing is about the Keller Point.
Okay, definitely the pool area, okay? I was a little self-conscious as I was pregnant at the time when we moved here last summer, and I was kind of waddling through, not in my tiny little bikini, but you know, kind of covered up and all sweaty and pregnant, and instantly made friends. There are so many moms here with their little kids and asking me, oh, how far along are you? You're so cute, and telling me all the little hot spots and little playgrounds to take our kids. And so I have endless play dates ready for me here. Now my daughter's born, and we're gonna have so much fun at the little splash pad. My son loves, you know, going down the slides here, and there's just so much to do at the Keller Point. We definitely want to get our workout on, but we love the pool area.
Okay, tell me, what does the community feel like for a family like yours here in Keller?
It feels like a big hug, honestly.
Oh,
We
how about
have
a big
so
hug?
many friends. Yes, everybody's just so warm and welcoming, and it's definitely like that small town feel on the outskirts of a big city. So we're just a few pockets away from downtown Fort Worth, kind of these different areas that there's shopping and amazing restaurants and so many places for us to live, work, and play.
Okay, now you moved from Plano to Keller. Tell me a little bit about the differences between Plano and Keller.
Huge differences. This is definitely more relaxed vibes. I feel like I'm not spending half of my life in traffic, honestly. Even to go to the Target in Plano, it's like I would have to kind of work myself up for at least over an hour and a half. And that wasn't down the Target lines, okay? That was sitting in traffic. And no, I just absolutely love being a hop, skip, and a jump from all of my shopping and not getting stuck in all of that Plano traffic.
Okay, and you have a podcast. Tell us a little bit about your podcast.
Oh, thank you. Yes, so I do host a couple different podcasts. My most recent one, I would love to have you as a guest, by the way.
Okay.
Best of the West, which is finding the best in the Fort Worth Metroplex. So all of these little hidden treasures that we have here, and there's so much history in Fort Worth and Tarrant County. So that's my podcast.
Okay, that's so great. I know that our viewers are so going to check it out.
Yes.
They would be
Thank
interested.
you.
So thank you so much, Sarah.
Oh my gosh, thank you. You're so
wait.
fun.
So Best of the West is the name.
Best of the West. And again, I mean, it's just so fun to be able to kind of cover some of these different hidden gems in Tarrant County. And so that's what Best of the West is all about.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So let's talk about homes in Keller, Texas. Keller neighborhoods are known to have trails or walking trails that lead to parks, or just some of these really nice neighborhoods just include trails, which is one of my favorite things about neighborhoods, so that you can, you know, especially if you work from home, you can take a break, walk around the neighborhood with a pretty trail. I just love that because sometimes we need that. Again, there are so many great neighborhoods, but let's talk about a few. When it comes to the age of homes in Keller, more than 75% of homes were built in the last 25 years. I would say it really boomed in the late 90s and early 2000s. That's probably what you could expect. Many of the homes do need updating if you like to live in the light and white and bright trend. And many of them have been updated. But there's a lot of great opportunity if you do want to take the time to invest in updating a home, because pricing in Keller it's just such a great resale market. It always has been, and it will continue to be that way. In Keller, the median home price is $750,000, but you can get a really cute house starting at $300,000, and they sell on up to $8 million for a beautiful ranch home on 16 acres, and so there's so much to choose from in Keller, Texas. And with housing, you will find a variety of price points in Keller with starter homes. On a rare occasion, you can find them about $250,000. Again, that's rare. I would say more common is probably $300,000, $330,000 for a starter home in Keller. Now, there are some great neighborhoods right across the street from Bear Creek Park with starter homes, but they also go all the way up to luxury homes. I mean, we're talking 2, 3, $6 million homes in Keller. I would say the average luxury price point is probably 1 to 2 million in Keller, but it can go up at higher price points as well, especially with these homes on like say 5 acres, and it's beautiful with the trees. One thing I noticed as we were out and about again filming is there were so many families or people that were outside enjoying the area. Another great draw to the area are the public schools in Keller. They are in the top 15 percentile in Texas, and Keller is known, it has a great reputation for their public schools. It also has a huge homeschooling community, and there are nearby private schools if that's your choice as well. But the public schools do have a great fine arts program, sports, band, so many extracurricular activities, so many great resources at Keller schools. They also have a great special needs program. Now there is a negative that I see with Keller that I don't want to leave out, and really it's kind of the location. It's sandwiched. Unless you're in far north Keller, you don't really have great immediate access to a freeway. And so you'll have to go through some stoplights in order to get to a major freeway. However, again, I lived in Keller for much of my adult life, and it didn't seem like too big a deal for me because we don't go to downtown areas that often. I mean, all of our needs were mainly in Keller, or we'd go to South Lake Town Square for shopping. And so with that, again, if you need to commute to Dallas or Fort Worth, it doesn't have as immediate access. So if you want to live in Keller and you want immediate access, you might want to go to the northern side of Keller for easy access to Highway 114. The other thing that I've said in a previous Keller video, you can go back and watch it, is that I'm kind of disappointed in that they don't have as many restaurants as I would like for eating out, because we do eat out a lot. However, they've started bringing in more businesses, which I really like. But we have already started seeing more restaurants pop up in Keller in the last few years, and so I'm thrilled about that. I still would like maybe some more higher end dining options, but that's okay because we can go to South Lake. So that's just me. Overall, Keller is a great family community. There's also many retirees. Really, Keller can match just about anyone's lifestyle and price point. So I love that about Keller. If you're thinking about moving to Keller or moving to Texas, fill out my dream home questionnaire in the link below and to schedule your one-on-one Zoom call with a local experienced agent. I work with my team. We talk about all these different cities. We help you narrow down where to live and find the best neighborhood and home for your family. Also, if you live in Texas and you want to sell your house, fill out my Sell My Home questionnaire in the link below for exclusive benefits of working with our team. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.